over 350,000 gallons of salt water here in Shark Reef. It gives people a real sense that they're actually snorkeling in the open ocean. They also have something that looks like a coral reef and, of course, marine life, including sharks, real live sharks. They're only about this big, but you can, hey, still tell your friends that you were snorkeling and you saw a couple of sharks, right? Here at Typhoon Lagoon, this is a real favorite. Back in the Northwest during the summer months, one of our favorites, the San Juan Islands, and the best way to see them? By bicycle, of course.
Water, forests, fields, and quiet. If quiet tops the priority list for your next getaway, hop on a ferry with a ticket to the San Juans. First stop, Lopez Island. Once you're there, just look for the signs. It won't be long until you discover the bike shop on Lopez, where Marianne DeVoe makes it easy to exchange 4 wheels for 2 and see the island from the best natural vantage point.
Well, thank you. We'll see you then. Bye.
I deliver bikes anywhere on the island and to the ferry, what's really good about that is people don't have to bring their cars on the ferry.
Because it's the flattest of all the islands, Marianne says you don't have to be in top form to enjoy cycling around Lopez.
People who don't bike all the time can still come out here and enjoy an afternoon or a couple days. And we have some lovely bed and breakfasts for people to stay out here. And so it's much more country, too. I mean, you know, it's quiet here.
This is a place for people who need a change of pace, who want to ride slowly along country lanes and turn off down dirt back roads. Now, if you think cycling around the islands by day means roughing it at night, think again.
Hi! Are you Margaret?
Yeah.
Come on in. Welcome.
Local B&Bs are used to putting up cyclists, and they know what's good for tired muscles.
I'd say about 50% of our business is bicyclists. What we've found is that bicyclists, after a day of riding all day, want a comfortable bed. They want a hot tub to be able to get into and a wonderful breakfast to look forward to in the morning. I think people travel to B&Bs to get a sense of what the community is like, what the people in the community are like. I think you get a little more in touch with your vacation that way without having to be just an anonymous face or a room number at a large hotel.
So if a few days of cycling on Lopez leaves you rested, relaxed, and refreshed, a few days on Orcas that's a different ride. What can you expect from a trip here?
It's got to be the challenge. It's got to be the hills. It's Lopez and San Juan are fun, but it's just not quite as exciting when you don't have those 500-600 foot elevation gains in 3 or 4 miles.
What's that they say? One person's work is another's play. If 500 to 600 foot elevation gains in 3 to 4 miles doesn't sound like your idea of play, don't sweat it.
Where's that? I've rented bicycles to people that haven't ridden a bike for 3 or 4 years, and they still enjoy it, but they do come back with sore rear ends and a little bit sore muscles. But anybody can do it. It's just a matter of how difficult it's going to be for them.
A great starting point for cyclists is Moran State Park, nearly 5,000 acres of forests, wildlife, lakes, and beaches. And if you're after that Orcas challenge, here's where you'll find it.
Mount Constitution at about 2,400 feet is one of the best rides around. It's one of the best rides I've found anywhere. It's just, again, a challenging ride.
A nice rest stop is East Sound. Since the 1880s, it's served as the business district for Orcas, and today you'll even find some of the original buildings. One of the most interesting landmarks, or a good place to stop for a break or for the night, is Rosario. It's listed on the National Register of Historical Places. Also on the National Register, and also a good place to stay, is the Orcas Hotel. Almost 100 years old, the hotel is easy to find. It's right off the ferry landing, and it's amenable to bikers. Whether your idea of a great bicycle getaway involves long, flat stretches of smooth road or short, steep inclines and mountain trails, on the San Juans, there's only one rule you must follow. Go at your own pace. And wear a helmet, of course.
Oh, look at that wave! Woo! Hey, wait a minute. They told me I wasn't going to get wet if I sat here. They lied! Ah! Watching all these people here at Typhoon Lagoon and all those folks who are cycling around the San Juans made me tired. I had to come here and sit down. Incidentally, if you like a nice, easy cycling trip, Lopez is the place you want to head. But if you are, in fact, a fitness freak and you want to cycle up to the top of Mount Constitution, Orcas Island should be your choice. Up next, exploring the waterways of France.